Okay, here, let's talk about this humanoid thing. All right, so humanoid robots. So there's so many ways we could go with this. We talked about AI and stuff, but one of the things that I ask my coworkers is how likely is it that at some point, I mean, we're seeing advances in robotics, right? Advances in humanoid robotics. How likely is it, we talk about AI replacing programmers and this and that, but when are they going to put a robot in a bulldozer? Right?
I don't think you'll have a robot that bulldozer. The bulldozer itself will be the robot.
Right? Yeah, we talked about that. But think about it. The entire world is built to run by humans. So it would be cheaper rather than redesign everything to be totally autonomous, and they probably will at some point. The transitional approach would be to put a robot where a human would sit.
Well, you have to get AI. You have to get them to where they're not going to screw up.
Right.
Right? Because if you're out there driving a bulldozer, you're having to make decisions.
100%.
No.
Shit like
well,
that,
I mean, just so will humans.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those. I bet there's a higher risk with humans than robots.
Right. And the
on
technology.
specific things, like making popcorn.
No, what I'm saying is you have to physically make a decision of what to do with the construction.
Right.
You just can't. It's not a repeatable thing over and over and over and over like you'd have in these factories.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, but these robots are becoming pretty damn sophisticated.
Well, movement-wise, what about smart-wise?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, being intuitive. When
Yeah.
you're pouring concrete, there's a process. When you're doing anything, there's a process.
Doing anything. So that's my question. Are we going to see a transitional period before robots, before AI is, runs everything?
I think we're a long way from that.
I don't
Think
think
so?
I don't think we're going to be alive. I think there'll be some, like we have the robot vacuum cleaners, now the mops. You may have something like
But those
that.
are all cookie cutter programs that they
Yeah.
follow a path. It's a very binary.
And I'm
very
talking
simple.
about explicitly humanoid robots
Well,
that do the job of a human.
No.
I don't think so.
Not
You don't
while
think
we're-
so?
No.
I don't think so.
Eventually, I think you will.
So
Now-
look up, if you would, Chuck, look up Cupertino, California robot.
Is that the one that's doing the acrobatic Asian?
No, so this one is in a restaurant.
that one.
And it's it's supposed to be doing something. All right, so I don't know what's going on. So they have a dancing robot that's supposed to be doing some sort of restaurant, but maybe it wasn't doing a restaurant job. Maybe it was just a gimmick. A dancing robot goes rogue.
There's probably somebody remote.
And everybody's laughing, and the lady is on her phone trying to control it with the robot, with her. So it's just a McDonald's? Is that McDonald's?
I have no idea where that is. No, that's not McDonald's.
No, it's not McDonald's. And it's in China, apparently. No, it isn't. It's Cupertino, California. Interesting.
Hot pot restaurant.
All right, so that was just a dancing robot that kind of
It got too close to the table.
too close to the table and started knocking shit off the table.
And that's another representation of a cookie cutter program, meaning that it's not intuitive, like it can't
Right.
see what it's doing.
Yeah, it's not walking up
following
to a
program, and
Yeah.
it's based on a bunch of givens. Like they know the floor is here, they know the wall's there,
Right.
and then after that, it's just plug and go.
I tell
you
you
don't-
what,
go ahead.
I think where you will see this first, is kind of creepy, are sex dolls.
Oh, well, no, that's
I
already
think-
happening.
Because they have some extremely realistic looking sex dolls right now.
Walk me
Yeah.
through this, Jeff.
Chuck,
Yeah. But what do you do with it?
I don't know.
Put that on your computer. There,
Just no. I mean, there's news stories out there.
Do they
no.
do dishes?
No, they're there for a specific reason.
Yeah.
What is that, though?
for servicing people.
Oh, for something like changing the oil of your car?
They have,
No,
they
for
have-
like from sort of sexual
call it that.
appetite.
yes, they service
Yeah.
you.
They
Maybe a lube job, you know.
I think that is where
they extract liquid from you?
I think that's
Yeah,
where you're
yeah,
going to get.
Lord.
the
You're getting there. You're getting
realism.
warmer.
That's where you're going to get the realism from first.
Oh,
Now-
100%. That is the top demand.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, there are already people out there that have fake dolls, and people are starting to. I mean, even with their phones, with these little things in the house, people are becoming emotionally attached to
Yes.
them. It's just like, dude, that's not even real, but they treat it real. It's
Oh,
like
you mean like an AI persona?
an AI
Yes.
thing. It could be. It doesn't even need to be AI. It could be just like a fucking doll. They've got adults that with adult-sized dolls that are taking them to coffee shops. I think we a cafe. We
Yeah.
had a podcast prior that we were talking about that. It was
What-
kind of nuts.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
I mean,
People are lonely.
my point is that if you have a mixture of that type of person, and then you compound that with being able to sexually act, what is it?
Intimate.
Yeah, get with them, and you're taking care of it. They're taking care of your physical needs, and they're taking care of your emotional needs. You don't even need anybody anymore. You're like,
Right.
dude, I just need to get off. I don't care.
Right.
And
You
you're
know?
like, I love you. I love you too. I mean, would it be like super weird like that?
I guess so. But
I don't-
actually,
I don't
they
think it
have
sounds like
they
that.
have some videos of some of these they're not AI, but these humanoid robots, and they're pretty impressive.
Oh, dude. I mean, they're
you know,
almost real.
and then they're like the boobs look perfect, and they're like the guys are squeezing them, and they're like, this feels normal, and I'm like, huh? And you turn them around, and their butts. I mean, look, they're a perfect specimen. You know,
That's what I mean. I think that's where you're going to see
Yes.
this
Of course.
proliferate first.
Actually, I would say the entrepreneur money, like the investment being poured into stuff, like in Japan, they're making sex robots already,
Oh, 100%. 100%.
and they're probably pouring tons of money into that.
yes.
So,
Well,
all right, all right.
sex sells.
Let's. It always has. All right.
Oh,
so
you mentioned that earlier. It was like one of the first jobs
I-
of prostitutes.
I did. I did.
Full circle. Just
Full
foreshadowing.
circle.
So, like in 10 years, we're going to see these robots walking along the street,